We're ready for some football here in Chicago at historic Soldier Field. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Looks now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter. From Utah State, it's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. A big reason why they've made the postseason both times.
Love throwing to start us off. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's tackled for a short gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Love out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Love now off the play action. Hits him on the out route. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Now Love on the play fake. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Jacobs can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest, but man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting a quarterback in the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Just the feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5, and to finish it off for 6, that is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. He dodged the tackle. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Packers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur and you might even hear a few bluebirds.
Pass was thrown for Christian Watson, and that'll bring up second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Back to the air. Love. Dumped off to his running back. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him 25 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
They'll run, Jacobs. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Call it a handful on that run. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Shotgun now for Love. Brings it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And a big setback for them to overcome early, Brock, giving them points off that interception. And for a quarterback, a tough way to start the game as well. They got to shake that off.
Yeah, but this is where you really do start to see just the cream of the crop. The quarterbacks that are the best in this league flush, no matter what the circumstances are, but especially the negative ones. You flush them away and you go persevere.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Buys time, rolling right.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
32-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. Williams from the gun. Got a man, it's Colston Loveland. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
First down, Williams. Get some space around midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, first and 10. Toss play, Swift. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They are on the counter with Swift. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness, the pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
Running back motions right. Williams to throw on 3rd. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Williams throwing on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And they take him down right along the 30. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
First down, here's Swift. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Cooper on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 26-yard line.
We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Williams off the play fake. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That's Cox, this is Loveland. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
5 yards on the play. And the Bears, first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He motioned the tight end over. On the give, it's Swift. they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
Williams with the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bears start to fight back with their first points of this game. Caleb Williams, the touchdown! He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Bears 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Rome Odunze. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Brought in by his back, it's Jacobs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They stick with Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 33. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
That's another Packers 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Packers.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And the Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Wilson has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 13-point lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Packers double their lead to 14.
21. Bears 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Now Williams. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. They set up the screen here to Swift. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Love out of the shotgun. Complete out to the right side. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Packers.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They go counter. It's Jacobs. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Offense to the line. Second down. Love from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on second down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it third and short.
And it's third down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Turning to Jacobs on third. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They'll run for it. Jacobs. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
These fourth down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
The Bears about set for their next possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Out of the shotgun. A give to Swift. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, and they go right back to it. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Third and long for him here. This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Fourth down, pass coming. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, it's Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he reaches the 35 before going out. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You could see that screen develop as the linemen pull right out in front. Sets up a nice gain. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
All set to go now from the 35. Love now on 1st and 10. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the Bears' 40-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Stick it in the air. Love. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards. That's another Packers first down. A gain of 14.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee it. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Once more, it's Love. On target to Musgrave. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. This from 35 yards away. McManus sends it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Here comes the offense for the Bears to begin the second half. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Completed to his running back. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers get it back at the 45-yard line following that interception return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Here's Love. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a 30-yard gain drop, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Packers, first down. A gain of 30. First down, Packers.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 9.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Love using the legs here. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. Caught near the goal line. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers push their lead further to start the half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers make it a 24-point ball game.
Bears 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Williams to throw. They set up the screen here to Swift. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 43-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. On play action, Williams. Throw right side, hauled in by Komet. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And this one does not go far.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This is Loveland working the right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. It's on target to Moore. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears shrinking the lead some in the third. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams trying to throw for it. And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bears is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Running on first here with Jacobs. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
From the red zone now. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
He'll work against the blitz. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Go right side, and Dobbs has it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers grow their lead yet again.
Bears 13.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. And that's got it left side. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Secured by Burden on the slant. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long, they're gonna throw. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Luther Burden. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Back to the air. Love. Hits him on the end route. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Running right. Here's Jacobs. It's a great extra extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Now Love on the play fake. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Looking for Christian Watson that time. So now they have 3rd and short.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
3rd and 2, Love to throw. He has the first over the middle, and he'll get it up to the 44. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Love to throw again. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Jacob. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Watson coming in motion right. Play fake, it's Love. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And it's 3rd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Back to a familiar target, it's Watson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That one gains 7. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He was brought down by Deshaun Wright. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Jacobs running behind center. Not much doing up the middle there, so he bounced it outside, earned him about 4 on that carry. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for the Packers. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run. Jacobs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Love looking to pass. On him quick, and they bring it down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Third and goal now as they try to pile on further. Here he goes, third and long. Caught just shy of the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. This is a chip shot from the left hash. McManus sends it through, and that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. Jukes away from one. Jukes another one. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Fits it through the middle. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I love crossing routes versus zone defense. Those zone defenders are dropping to their spots. And with all of that horizontal action, they often get lost in zone coverage, just like that.
First down throw by Williams. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up first and 10 now inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front.
Edgerrin Cooper on the stop. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9. At the 13-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Williams from the gun. Brought in. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears putting up points in a game decided. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Bears 20.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brooks now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Love using the legs here. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Love. Man downfield, he's got it. That's Dobbs. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Play action, Love. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Jacobs trying to run his way in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Rome Odunze touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead.
Bears 20.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense.
And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Williams.
No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
Williams to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for.
And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Desperation time here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 18.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
From the red zone on 1st.
And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Packers keep running away with this. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Bears 20.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have. And he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Williams to throw on first. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Complete to DJ Moore. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Williams set to pass. He's got Moore once again. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
That's good.
Give him 5 on the play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. That's incomplete left side.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air yet again. Williams. Knocked away and hits the ground. Incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And we'll see if those 3 timeouts get used defensively, Brock, but this one is over either way. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days. Always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.